Yes, my people, it's your boy Rank Games here, and don't forget the 95. Welcome back for Season 2, Episode 2. It's been a movie so far. We've won 8 Premier League games in a row. The last time this happened to me was back when I did a co-op save with one of my boys, and I managed to reach, I believe it was something like 15 or 16 Premier League games in a row where I won without losing a game. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And here we are, we're 8 games in. We've won 8 Premier League games in a row. So the 2 games off camera, I decided to play the Spurs game as well because in the previous episode, the first episode of the season, we already played Spurs. So I thought, you know what, let me play this off camera. But yeah, let's start with the Everton game. So we got a 2-1 win against Everton. Ahmad, who's on fire, by the way, has got 1 goal. Then Barry equalised, and then Harry Kane with the final goal of the game to win it. And it's the first time I've actually beaten Everton in this entire series so far. As you can see, the previous meetings I lost 3-1, I lost 2-1, and now I win 2-1. And then finally, we go back to facing Spurs again for the second time. And I thought to myself, how can we play them in the Premier League twice in 2 months? We're supposed to be facing them again in the new year. So I don't know what's going on with the game here. Either way, we got the victory. It's 8 in a row now. And what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to face Newcastle away. And I've said this many times, but facing Newcastle at St. James's Park is one of the toughest places to go in the Premier League in general. And it's funny because we did beat them at home. We beat them at their ground last year, and we actually lost to them at home. So it'll be interesting to see if they pose a threat again. When we did beat them away, it was definitely a tough game. I remember it vividly. But yeah, in this episode, we are going to be facing Newcastle and Porto, and you will find out the results of the rest of the games in October in the next episode. Without further ado, let's move on to the lineup against Newcastle away. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's the road to 100 subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing so far, and thank you all for watching my content. It is much, much, much appreciated. Without further ado, let's move on. Just to bring some statistics to your attention, our top goal scorers so far are Ahmad and Cunha. That basically tells you everything. Our wingers are doing their thing. And then after that, we've got Harry Kane with 4 goals. And our top assister is actually Elliot Anderson, who's on the bench right now for Kobe Mania. I'm actually going to bring him back in this game because we need some stability. And, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I have to rotate quite a bit because I've got a lot of midfielders and I've got a lot of defenders which I need to rotate in quite often. And weirdly going to say this, hopefully there will be some injuries because that will allow for me to have a fixed team for the most part. I got a lot of fixtures this season, hence why I did thicken the squad up significantly to prepare for it. So far, I haven't had any injuries just yet. I had some pre-season, but none in the actual league season just yet, which is good. But hopefully, especially looking at how many games I'm playing this month, there will be some stuff that will happen where injuries will occur, and that will then force me to pick a more fixed starting 11. This is the sort of problem you want to have as a manager, where you have everybody fit, and then you're having to choose who to play in what specific games. So yeah, let's make a few changes and I'll show you the finished article. And this is going to be the team that we go with in this game. Only changes, Elliot Anderson's going to come in. He's got 5 assists, so he pretty much deserves to keep his place, to be honest. In the Champions League, in the next game against Porto, I might shake things up a bit and give other people an opportunity to play. But as of right now, this is what we're going with. Let's go straight into the game. I'm expecting and hoping, well, I'm not expecting a victory, but I'm hoping for one. But even if I drop points, that's okay, as long as I don't lose. If we can find a way to pick up points away from home, that will suggest we are onto something here. To win your first 8, to be fair, does mean that. But to win the really tough games away this season stamps everything down. Let's go and win it. Why? Because we are Man United. So in our second season, this is actually the first time I've actually seen this, where a team has used the same exact team from the previous match. But this is what's happened. And you know what? Newcastle have one of my favourite midfield threes in the Premier League. And they're playing all three of them today. That's Guimaraes, Tonali, and Joe Linton. I think that's a brilliant front three. I actually like their squad a hell of a lot, actually. They got Gahey there. They got Carreras, who's former Man United, actually. I think his last name's Fernandez. Alvaro Fernandez, I want to say. Gordon is on my list. I need another left winger to sort of replace or be better than Cunha. Cunha's doing his thing, though, so it's more of a backup / competition for Cunha, whoever I bring in on the left. And Walter Marder is a fantastic striker. He hasn't actually set it alight this season in real life. First couple months he was really good and then he's sort of fallen off of a cliff, but then you could say the same for Newcastle. Their bench is decent. I think Barnes is good. Visser's good. Miley's also good. And Lewis Hall is also someone that's on my list as like a Luke Shaw type replacement. When I look at my own bench, I see so much quality. De Ligt, Mainu, Mbumo, Dorgu, Wharton, Sheshko, Yoro, Baliba. You can't even argue with that bench. That bench is serious. We are caked up and caked out. Pause. But yeah, let's go straight into the game. I'm feeling fairly confident. I don't know, I have a weird feeling that I'm not going to lose the game. I don't know if I'm going to win the game, but we look very difficult to beat in general. And Upamecano and Rudiger, who've come in together, are the starting two, and they're thriving. Dallow's doing his thing as well. Luke Shaw is doing his thing. But as I said, in the summer, a new number 10 and a new left winger are on the cards. Who will they be? We will find out at the very end of season 2. But let's move. I'll see you in the game. If there's anything else to show you, you will hear. As I said before, one of the toughest places to go in the English Premier League. Can we continue to go on our winning streak? Can we hit 10 wins in a row? That's what I want to find out. We've played 8 at the moment. We've got a game in hand, it seems like, on everybody else who's still on 7. So that's interesting. But can we win again? Here we go. First highlight. And they're moving the ball around pretty well. This is going to be a tough game, I can already tell. It's Ramsey who's cut in, and Ramsey's in, and it's a brilliant save from Cobble, you know. Definitely can't argue with that. It's a really good save. And that's the end of the highlight. Should I be worried? Not yet. Still early days, but as I say that, and now we are on the attack with Rudiger, who sort of just clips it down the line, finds Cunha. Cunha finds Anderson, and Anderson goes all the way out to Dallo. Don't know why. It's Højmund to Anderson to Cunha. Oh, Cunha's beating him. Oh, it's a good save. It's a really good save. The highlights are coming thick and fast now. As Dallo goes all the way back to Upamecano. He finds Ahmad. Back to Upamecano. Okay, we're taking some control of the game here. I'm a proud dad right now. Oh, Harry Kane. Oh, when he's one-on-one, you expect him to score. He doesn't on this occasion, and that's the end of that. It seems like we're back in the game, though. I'm liking how we're performing. Best player on the pitch so far is Kubel. When your goalkeeper is the best player on the pitch, you know you have issues. And it's another highlight again. We seem to dominate the highlights now. Near poster. Ooh. Did that come off the bar? I think it did come off. It's back to Ahmad, though. Ahmad. Oh, my God. It's a good save from Pope. And Cunha looks blown. It's another corner. We're not even giving them a chance to breathe. Rudiger. Harry Kane. Oh, the ball was on the line. How has he managed to miss that? That's another chance which looked a lot harder to miss than it did to score. Oh, that's a brilliant ball. Wow. And the guy we want to sign potentially looks like he's about to end our streak like we're Undertaker. If you know, you know. Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. Streak over. It's a brilliant Route 1 style ball from Guimaraes. And it's weak of foot. Bottom left corner from Gordon. We need to get our heads up because we don't really deserve to be going a goal down. More possession, more shots. Our XG is actually better than theirs. And they've got another highlight. It's Bruno again. To Tonali. Tonali to Gehi, that's a good signing. I mean, they wanted to sign him, I think it was 2 seasons ago. And now he's at Manchester City. Oh, that's brilliant one too. And you know what? That's a good save from our keeper. Very good save. We haven't employed him for his distribution. We've employed him for his shot stopping, and that's a brilliant save. And that's also a good catch. Commanding goalkeeper. Go right back. Throw it to Dallo and let's break. And he kicks it long. Kane, is he going to win that? No, he's not. But we're going to win it back with Bruno. Oh, they're in behind. It's Voltamada. Voltamada. It's a good save again. Yep, the streak definitely looks like it's in jeopardy right now. So far, it's not looking good. As Castillo says, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. We've reached half-time, and Gordon, Voltamada, and Bruno done something in the first half, to be honest with you. The pass from Bruno to Voltamada, from Bruno to Gordon was sweet. Not much you can do about it other than admire. I'm hoping my players weren't admiring when they should have been defending, but that's a whole other ball game. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to make some changes because I think my front three has been very quiet. Cunha's been quiet. Bruno's been quiet. Kane's been quiet. He's had a shot, but he's been quiet, generally speaking. So I'm going to shake things up a little bit, make a few changes, and Bruno's going to come on 100%. That's for sure. Going more attacking. With that being said, Mbeumo's going to come on, and so is Dorgu. Both Ahmad and Cunha are going to come off here, and they're going to rest for the potential game we have against Porto. So this is the changes we're going to make. Around the 65th minute, we might make some more changes depending on how the game's going. I've got more tired legs, which I need to swap out at some point. But let's go. First highlight of the half, and it goes to Newcastle United. And it's Livramento down the right. Shaw sort of dives in. They're moving the ball. I knew it. If they moved it to the left, I'd be in trouble. Wow, they scored again. Lewis Miley. Yeah, the streak is over. The streak is over. The streak is over. The streak is over. So what I'm going to do now is take off my big players and prepare for the next game. As long as this doesn't get 3, 4, 5, 6 goals, I think we'll be fine. We're going to have to bounce back, but this is pretty ugly. It's pretty ugly. First defeat of the Premier League season looks like it's coming, and Bruno Guimaraes looks like he's going to be the man of the match at this moment in time. We finally come back with a highlight of our own. There's not much time left. There's about 10 minutes to go. Oh my goodness. We don't look like we're going to do anything. And then we win the ball back. Mbeumo straight to Sesko. And that's a pen, I think. Ref, blow the whistle. We have a penalty. By the way, Harry Kane was playing horribly. He was on a 5.4 before I subbed him. And now I've got a penalty and he would have been perfect for this pen. I've gone all out attack. I've put Sesko on. I've got El Capitano taking the penalty. Bruno Fernandes. I thought he missed. Oh my goodness. He scored. It's 2-1. Can we find an equaliser? That's going to be the question. Can we find an equaliser? Bruno Fernandes, he takes a step back and he moves fairly quickly. And you know what? You put 2 keepers in there, 3 keepers in there. They're not saving it. 3 might be a bit of an exaggeration, but you get the picture. It's good play from us. And it looks like we're going to enter the final 5 minutes here looking for an equaliser. It's another highlight here with 2 minutes of normal time to go. If we win it, they're in trouble. The momentum that we have right now, they're popping us. It's Harvey Barnes. Don't let them kill us off. Wissa! Rudiger forces a corner. That cannot be the end of the game. And it's not going to be the end of the game. There's 6 minutes to go. And they've got a highlight again. It's Hall. Don't let him put that in the box. Well done, Dallo. And Dallo just gives it back. Oh, sometimes this guy does amazing stuff and then ruins it seconds later, just like real life. It's Hall who puts the ball in. Oh my goodness. We panic, but we get it clear. I'm going to try and make a change actually right now before the final whistle. Adam Wharton's going to enter the pitch for the last 4 minutes. Hopefully there's a highlight. We cannot let them do us. It seems like they are. Yep, game over. So we lose the first game of the episode. However, we did start to push towards the end of the game. So I'll take that. I'll accept that. Now I'm going to have to dry my tears, hopefully with likes and subscriptions from you guys. What a first game. We lost. Did we deserve to lose? Statistics would suggest that we didn't. Kane ends the game with a 6, which is shocking. Ends the game with a 6. So I'm going to bench him in the next game. So I'll let you guys know that straight away. He'll be benched in the next game. But yeah, we've lost our first game. The streak is over. The streak has ended. If there's anything further to show you before the next game, I will show you. Otherwise, I will see you for the second and final game of the episode against Porto, which is next. As I said before, please don't forget to subscribe to the video as we are on the road to 100 subscribers. Right now, currently, we are in the 60s. Thank you very much to everyone that has subscribed at this point, and thank you for those who are watching at this point. I'll see you for the lineup. Man United versus Porto, and we go away again in Portugal. We drew against Benfica. Now we're going to Porto. And this is who I'm up against. Porto won 6-0. I don't even know the team that they're facing, but 6-0. And to be fair, Moura is actually on my list in terms of who's going to replace Mr. Bruno Fernandes or who's going to back up Mr. Bruno Fernandes. So either or, because I think he's only 19 or 20. And that's what they're doing, 6-0. Never heard of the team that they're facing before, but they've won 6-0 and I've got them next. Is it looking good for me? I'm hoping to get a win in this episode, to be honest. That's probably the main thing. So let me win a game in the Champions League because I haven't quite done that yet when I've played. Crazy. So I think we went more than 8 games unbeaten, to be honest. We won 8, but I believe we ended the season with victories as well. So that would probably add up to something. But Liverpool, I don't even think are on our radar. They've won the league twice in a row. They went back-to-back, looking for a third time. But I don't think they're on our radar. 4-1 win, massive. I thought I'd show you this because they've been unbeaten in their last 10, which is massive. Got a few transfer targets. So, if Cole Palmer doesn't work out, or if Rodrigo Moura doesn't work out, Morgan Rogers would be fantastic. As I said, we're looking to stack up players because our fixtures from this season compared to last season is gigantic. And my biggest issue currently is if Cunha gets injured, I haven't got a left winger replacement. I'm having to use Mbumo, who favours the right side more so than the left. But let me make a few changes anyway as we prepare for this game against Porto. We must win a Champions League game at some point. We've won one already. At the moment, we're on 4 points in our first 2 games. We need more than that. Let me show you the starting lineup for this game before we go into it. I'll see you in a mo. In addition to that, I've actually just realised that I sold Mazraoui, which means Dallo is my only registered right back. So I need a new right back, I need a new left winger, and I believe that's all. But this is what we are going to do in this game, at the back anyway. So Martinez and De Ligt have been changed. In addition to that, Dorgu's going to come in, Mainu is going to come in, and finally Sesko, who won a penalty in the last game, is going to start as well, because I feel like in the short period of time that he played, he made a positive impact, and that, to me, warrants a start. So this is our 11. We're going to go straight into the game now. I'll see you there for the second and final game of the episode. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's the road to 100. Seems like they've made some major changes. 9 changes in total. When you look at their squad, Varela, very good central defensive midfielder. Pepe is a very good player as well. And Samu, massive, big finisher. They've actually took Moura out. Interesting. Moura's on the bench for this one. And William Gomez is also good. So this is very interesting. We're hopeful for a win. We need to get back to winning ways. We haven't won in this episode yet. And who wants to watch an episode where you don't win a single game? So let's go out there and let's fix Porto's t-shirt. Let's show them we are Manchester United. Simple. So as I'm going to say this, go out there and impress, because that's what we need to do. Only one person feels motivated, and that's our striker. And that's good enough for me. How do we want to approach this match? It's a big challenge, but hopefully one we are up for. simple. And only our players can decide that. Yep, and they mentioned a 6-0 win. But guess what? We are not that previous opponent. We're better. So let's go through and let's win this game. I'll see you in the match right now. Porto versus Man United. It's away. Away days happen to be destroying us at the moment, but today is where things change. Sesko's opportunity now to actually make a big difference because he's competing against someone now. Before, he was a definite starter, but now he's competing against who I'd like to say is the best striker on planet Earth at the moment. How tough is that gig to go second to someone who is that good? He's playing in the Champions League. He might not play in the knockout phases if he doesn't do anything. It's funny though, because he's got 4 goals and Harry Kane's got 5. And I think he might have done it in less games, you know. With that being said, let's go and finish this episode off, hopefully with a victory as we go up against Porto away from home. Stadium's packed. I've got the popcorn. You should get some too. And let's go and win this game now. First highlight, and it's Porto's. Oh my goodness. The last thing we want to do is start a goal behind. And that was almost the case here. Another highlight, but it doesn't go our way. It's Pepe now. He finds Martin. Costa, who's injured. We need to wake up. It looks like we're falling off of a cliff. Oh my. As soon as he come off of the ground, I thought, Dorgu, you've cooked us. That's going to be a pen. I don't even think it is a pen, but you know what? They're checking for it. When they check for it, yep, stretches his arm out, gives a penalty. We can see the penalty in the 16th minute. It's very difficult to come back from a goal down away from home as well. I think that's Samu. Samu versus Kobel. Oh, wow, he sent Kobel the other way. He's got 2 goals in 3 games. Aggie Hoa. Fairly simple. Bottom corner. Keeper goes the wrong way. I genuinely thought he was going to save it, you know, because he actually went early and I thought he might have anticipated that correctly, but yeah, that's a no. So we're going to go down straight away in the first 16 minutes here. Here's the results in some of the other games at the moment. Moving the ball around pretty well so far. It's Mainu. It's a brilliant pass, you know, to Cunha. Can we get one back early? It's Bruno Fernandes to Sesko. Sesko finds Mbumo and Mbumo gets his first goal in the Champions League. And that's how you reply to going a goal down. I thought, let me put on Mbumo because Ahmad's played an awful lot and also Ahmad does need a rest. The right-hand side is sorted for years to come. Pause. The left side, however, we're missing Acuna backup and that's what we're going to sort out in the summer, hopefully. Can we win a Champions League this year? Can we do it? With our best 11, we can go pretty far. I don't know if we can win it, but we can go pretty far. What we can't do right now, though, is concede straight away after scoring. And it's a good save from Kobel. Very good save. It's another highlight, and it's Bruno Fernandes, as they say. Ooh. And that's straight off the bar. Is that going to end the highlight? Not to mention, actually, Benjamin Šeško actually got an assist. So if he's not scoring, he's getting an assist, and that's going to go well for him in terms of trying to get his place back in the starting 11. But the idea is that he learns from Harry Kane, and he is learning. He's learning how to find a net. He's also learning how to pass, which is something he struggled with when he was alone up front. And just like that, it's half time. And you know what? We can be proud of that comeback, actually. And also, if you look at the possession, we're in the lead with possession. We're not shooting as much as we need to be. Funny enough, Porto actually got a high XG, so they should probably be 2-1 up or 2-0 up. But we did well. We're doing our thing. We're passing the ball pretty well, actually. Crossing's not been too bad. So yeah, all in all, not a bad first half. Our right winger and our striker have combined to score here. So I ain't got nothing negative to really say. Hopefully in the second half, though, we can do better than we have done at the moment because we need to find another win. Right now, we're sitting 8th in the Champions League group. In the top 8 is where I want to finish because I don't want to play any more games than I need to. Let's go into the second half and try to overturn this and take the lead. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to keep saying it, but the magic number right now is 100 subscribers, and I'm on my way to doing that thanks to you guys. Let's go into the second half and end this episode with 3 points. We need to do better. And for that to happen, we need to win. Plain and simple. And here we go. First highlight, and it's going to be Porto. They moved the ball around really well. They've been doing it pretty much. We have to win that. Don't give away a penalty. Come on, Dallo. Oh, Dallo, you just let him run. Oh, my God. Are we actually going to lose 2 games on the bounce? Dallo, you've literally allowed this science guy to run past you like this is flipping F1. If you know, you know. And then just smash that straight in. That is shocking. Absolutely shocking. So I've made 2 changes. Shaw and Ahmad are going to come on to replace the guys that have been struggling. Cunha has been shocking. Dorgu hasn't been good, and they're both overwhelmed or anxious. So this is why these changes need to be made. I can't go 2 for 2 in defeats in this episode. That would be shocking. The next highlight better be ours, or we are cooked. And it's not ours, as Pepe is going to take the ball back. They seem to be in total control. We are capitulating. Dallo against Science, and he's just let him beat him again. I need a new right back, man. They're going to score again. Yeah, this is game over. I need a new right back. Dallo is shocking. End of last season, he was doing his thing. Performed really well, but this game alone, I mean, Science, I'm pretty sure he used to play for Norwich in the Championship. Now, Norwich are a big team in the Championship because they've been in the Premier League a few times in recent years, but for him to leave and go Porto and then to do this to Diogo Dallo, it says more about Dallo than it says about Man United, to be honest. He's been beaten twice. He's the reason 2 goals have gone in. He is cooked. I need a starting right back, and I don't know how I'm going to fund this because I've only got 9 million right now. Oh, that's a ball. Sesko. Wow. He pulls one back. Pause. But as I said, shocking from Dallo. I'm looking at a new right back, to be honest, because this can't go on. But this is brilliant football from Man United to get one back. And Bumo now assists Sesko, who just finishes. That's brilliant. You can't even argue with that. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Straight away, we've got another highlight here. I don't know why, but I feel like I can sense a bit of panic. Don't know who fit long. Keep possession. Be brave. Go on, Shaw. Mainu. Yeah, I'm saying be brave, but I feel like we could lose it here. I trust Delict. I trust Mainu, to be fair. That is beautiful play if I'm able to get out of that, and I'm not. Just surrendered possession. We need to win it back. Oh, Samu. Don't tell me this is going to result in a goal from there. From highlight that was originally mine. Ahmad. It's a good save, Cobell. I've gone very attacking at the moment, and that ended the highlight for some weird reason. I'm going to encourage the players. I feel like I can smell another goal coming, and it's for us. It's Luke Shaw to Sheshko, who finds Dallo, who has actually generally annoyed me this whole episode. He's been shocking. To Mbumo, and then Mbumo loses it. And this is where they're getting success, down this left-hand side where Dallo has been more of a 12th man than anything else. And yeah, they've scored from that side again. Oh my goodness. And he's on a 6.5. He doesn't deserve a 6.5. He's been shocking. Every goal has come from Porto's left-hand side. Every single goal. And you can't argue with that. Cannot defend. Gives the ball away and then concedes the goal down his side. Cannot defend. Shocking. I think it's fair to say that he will not be my starting right back in the summer. Can I fund a right back in January? Possibly. I'm probably going to have to draw on the board because we have over 230 million in the actual bank account available to us, but he's been beaten again. Oh my God, they almost scored again. As I said, we've got over 230, 40 million in our bank account. So maybe we can draw on that. We can ask the board to use that money to buy a new right back. Because he's done. We're not winning no Champions League with him, that's for sure. We might not even win the Premier League with him. But this has been a frustrating setback so far as the clock is ticking. And I'm just going to let everybody run this one out, you know. Clock is ticking. The game's about to end. And Bumo's been fantastic. Sesko's been fantastic at the very least. But certain players, once again, down the left-hand side, exposed again. I've never seen someone put up such a stinker. There's no way De Ligt was worse than Dalot. Dalot's been shocking. And that is the end of the game and the end of the episode. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as I may fall into deep depression after this episode. The streak is not only over, but we've got no wins here. We fall to 10th in the Champions League. We've still got quite a few games left, but as Castillo likes to say, it is not looking good, bruv. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as we are on the road to 100 subscribers. Thank you very much for watching. If you've watched all the way to the end, it's your boy, Rank Games. Don't forget the 95. Peace, and I am out.